Hi everyone. Welcome to the Sumo Cyco trivia game for those of you following along on YouTube.
We just spent 2 hours doing the trivia game
on Zoom
with a select few that it signed up properly because there was only a limited amount of space, so we had some fun there.
But the recording of the screen may not have gone completely to plan.
Nothing went to plan.
Because apparently, I like to think I'm pretty good with technology, but there were things coming up on the Zoom meeting. I had no idea. People could just draw penises on the screen.
No, but it was great. It was good. We had a blast.
People were...
No, we had a blast. It was great. So, but realistically, we had said that we were going to post this while we were doing it to the select few that were going to be with us. We were going to post it to YouTube at the same time in case anybody that couldn't get into the actual feed that we had made, the small one. On Zoom, that they could at least watch it. But we got in the middle of hanging out with everybody, started drinking, isolation world, didn't figure it out. I even tried to start, Sky tried to get me to YouTube it, didn't work. Anyways, hear us. This is a follow-up saying that, you know, you didn't catch the whole thing, but hear us. We're at least going to give you the quiz if you're a fan or involved in sumo as a family member or somebody supporting. This is just for you to have some fun with us.
Yeah, so in order to play, it's basically you have to mark yourselves. We're not in the room with you. We can't tell if you're cheating, so it's an honor system, guys. Grab a pen. Basically, when you write down the answer, that's your final answer. And then...
You get to mark yourself at the end. There's no prize. There's nothing.
There's 3 categories. The first one is pretty much the easiest one. It's general knowledge about the band.
Super easy.
The second one is about our songs. Gets a little harder.
They start to get good.
And then the third round is
if
all
you're not
about
a diehard, don't even try.
Right.
You're not even involved if you don't know that. You won't even get third category at all. If you haven't watched some videos, you don't know what's going on.
Exactly. So we're going to start with the quiz and follow along and make it a drinking game. Drink along if you want.
I've already been drinking pretty good. And now Sky was like, hey, listen, it didn't work out for the YouTube thing. I was just over there. And she's like, hey, we should just quickly film this again so we can put out the quiz. I've run out of beer.
Go get another one. Let's start the first question.
No, my point is I've run out of beer. So I have to make now some kind of concoction. And I see your glass is empty too. So pass me over this. This is a lovely glass. This was a fan made this for us. On the Ginger Tour, was it?
Yeah, I think we got it in the Ginger Tour.
Anyway, what do you want to drink?
I'll do whiskey and ginger ale, please.
Whiskey ginger ale.
Order in. Okay, first question of the quiz, round 1, section 1. What does MD stand for in our guitarist's name? Is it A, medical doctor, B, metal dog, C, mass destruction, or D, Matt Drake? Okay, so the correct answer, write it down. You got your last chance to decide. It's D, Matt Drake.
Okay, so the one thing,
Next question.
Wait.
Hello everybody, Oscar here, bass player, Sumo Cyco, and I have a question for you. What band headlined, I'm reading this, what band headlined when Sumo Cyco last toured the United States? Was it 69 Eyes, Nonpoint, Ginger, or Wednesday 13? Good luck guessing that one.
Oops.
So Lit Mobile just sent me this solar
ads,
battery
YouTube
pack.
ads. I didn't mean to do the YouTube ads. Sorry. See, even in the redo, I'm still screwing stuff up, you know. So that was Oscar. Oscar did a little guess question for us there, and to show it on the screen while you're making your decision, what band headlined when Sumo Cyco performed in the United States last? Okay, make your final answer. Or instead of having to hear the Jeopardy theme a million times, you could just pause your screen until you come up with the right answer. But the correct answer is the 69 Eyes. It was a bit of a trick question because we did tour with Ginger and Nonpoint and Wednesday 13. But it was the 69 Eyes who we performed with last when we were in the United States. Mind you, if you're watching this video at some time in the future when we have toured since, you may have guessed a completely different band, but we are right here in end of May 2020, and we have not played a show since February when we were with the 69
Hey,
Eyes.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I got my drink now, thanks.
We are on the screen. You're on the screen right now. So we are on the screen.
Yeah.
So it just goes off and on when you're doing the question.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's
that was number 2. On to the answer.
Hey, Coma.
69 Eyes.
There they are. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's the singer always said that to us every morning, and he had this. Is he from, where was it, Finland or Sweden?
They're the Helsinki vampires.
Where's Helsinki though?
Sweden?
Sweden?
Norway?
Norway?
Oh man, we
One
should
of
not
those
be
places
filming
we
this.
suck right now, but either way, he would always say good morning.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Okay, for Sumo Cyco's upcoming 3rd album, we started to mention 4 gangs from Cyco City. Which club name is incorrect? Your choices are A, Not Sorry Sorority, B, Assassiners, C, Anonymous 8, or D, Malice and Company. You got a few seconds to check that out. What do you think?
Finland. They're definitely from Finland.
And the correct answer is Anonymous 8. It's actually Anonymous 9. So that one is incorrect.
Tricky little
And
question.
those are our 4 logos for our 4 gangs. Okay. Next question. What band does Sumo Cyco not mentioned when asked about our influences? If you've ever listened to an interview, usually we'll mention a few of these bands. So take your pick. Is it No Doubt, B, Clutch, C, Skindred, or D, Nirvana? We usually mention 3 of these bands a lot, but then don't mention the one as an influence. Not to say that they're a bad band at all.
Who?
And the correct answer is Nirvana.
They grew on me.
They grew on me. I love Smells Like Teen Spirit, you know, just like
Actually,
everybody.
I went through to be honest, that was my era. Grunge
Mhm.
came out. There was like Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all those bands. And Nirvana actually were at the time, because not a lot of bands had hit like they did. There's Sonic Youth, Melvins, all these other guys. But they hit, and it was like huge, and it was really cool. It was dirty, sloppy, awesome. But then as a musician, I got tighter, and I was like, oh, I don't like it because it was sloppy.
Mhm.
So then I stopped liking Nirvana for a while because it was sloppy and kind of But then I got past that, like it's supposed to be about the musicianship and and I got back
The
to the
attitude.
songwriting and the attitude, and I was like, that's great. Yeah.
And Matt gave that one away because he's actually wearing a Clutch shirt right now, named his first dog after Clutch. I always mention Gwen Stefani as being one of my idols, and Skindred was the reason we even started Sumo Cyco. So that's why Nirvana would be the obvious choice as to which one we don't usually mention.
Cool songwriting.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, so what is the name of our first drummer in Sumo Cyco? The options are A, Bones, B, Legs, C, Trozzy, or D, The Wolf. Now, looking at these answers, you may notice that we had names, kind of 2 names for some of our drummers. And on top of it, 2 of these questions are 3 of these answers would be acceptable for drummers we've had in the past. Only one is a name that I completely made up.
And for a crazy added bonus question, how many drummers have we had in music videos altogether?
Oh, damn. That's a hard one. Okay.
It's weird. It's so you got this one, but then you got a second one I just went off the books there. This wasn't part of the one before either.
No, it's
So
not
my bad.
Bones. Trozzy's our current drummer, so he's not the first drummer.
We are
And-
Spinal Tap.
The Wolf was Andy Joseph's alt name, so the correct answer is Legs. Ryan Alege, little shout out to you, who played with us for our first couple shows with Finger 11, Hollywood Undead.
Recorded some of the
a
first
few things
record.
with us. And then the next question is kind of like a follow-up to that question.
He didn't do just a
So,
few. He did.
There he is, there recording with us in the studio.
That
One of
was
our
the Lost in Psycho City record.
Yeah.
He played most of it.
Next. What band did our first drummer leave us
Wait,
for?
you didn't answer my question.
Oh, if you're correct,
Do you know how many drummers have appeared with us as in our music videos?
5. Actually, yeah, because Legs was in Mercy. And we had Andy Joseph. And we had Sid, who was an interceptor and loose cannon. And then we had
Trozzy.
And Joey
Right,
Muha,
yes.
who like slid into undefeated when Trozzy was busy.
Yes, helped us on that day. It's
So
kind of a trick question if you don't.
it
know
was
so
a
well.
trick question. It was actually pretty hard. That would have been in round 3 if I designed it, but Matt decided to like throw a hard one in off the bat. But
Sorry.
okay, so then part 2 to that question is what band did our first drummer leave us for? And the options are A, 100 Suns, B, Miss May I, C, Every Time I Die, or D, Alexis on Fire. And obviously, as implied by the question, the reason why he's no longer drummed through no, because it's only filming up to here.
Really?
Yeah. Let you make a little decision there, guys. 100 Suns? No, but technically he's currently in that band. Not Miss May I. The correct answer is Every Time I Die. Not Alexis on Fire, another Canadian band, but if
Alex
you look
is
here,
on fire.
there's legs there with the boys in Every Time I Die.
I believe the band was called Alex is on Fire originally. And then because they started getting popular and people were calling them Alexis on Fire, they were just like, oh, let's just go with it. But I believe originally it was Alex is on Fire. Sorry, I should come over more.
Just to be on screen. I'm like secretly under the screen going like
I'm
this.
an Alexis
like,
on Fire fan, but I think it was Alex is on Fire originally.
Anyway, next question. What is the name of the band that Sumo Cyco traveled to New Zealand to open for? Your options are A, Devilskin, B, 12-Foot Ninja, C, Ginger, or D, Alien Weaponry. This was an awesome time we had in New Zealand. And the correct answer
We
is...
bungee jumped.
Dun, 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 dun. Write it down or it doesn't count.
You don't
3,
wanna play the music?
2, 1. Devilskin. So it was a trick question. Alien Weaponry we played with actually in LA with Ginger. Actually, we didn't actually play with them.
No.
We just met them
Yeah, they were just at
and
the
watched
show
them
with
play.
us. Yeah.
We were on tour with Ginger, and then Ginger
It was
had
a
this
one-off show
with Alien Weaponry where we weren't part of it, but we still went and checked them out and hung out with the guys. And 12-Foot Ninja's Australian band, so I was kind of seeing if maybe I could trick you guys with bands from that part of the world. But Devilskin was the correct answer, and those are friends in Devilskin.
Who have a new record out. You should go check it out
Called
and
Red.
listen to it and promote it because it's doing really well in New Zealand. They're awesome people.
Yeah. So much fun, and wish we could get back there once this is over, but I know they've closed their borders to contain the virus. So let's move on. Okay, before I, Sky, started Sumo Cyco, how many solo albums did I release? Okay. Multiple choice, so you can at least take a guess on this one, guys. 1, 4, 2, or 3. What's the correct answer, guys? Did some
Madonna.
pop music
Madonna's
before.
always the correct answer.
That's what we say in our weekly music quiz. If you don't know the answer, just say Madonna. But in this case, I don't know if Madonna is the answer for anything to do with Sumo Cyco. So the correct answer, and if you don't write it down, it doesn't count, is number 2. Yes, 2 full-length albums, Sound Soldier in 2007 and Noise from the Basement in 2004. Sound Soldier only officially got released in Canada and Japan, though, so it is kind of a rarity for people to know about it in other places. But yeah. In what country did we perform our first festival outside of our home province? And I got a little bit corrected by our fans during this question, not calling it a country. But is it A, Germany, B, United States, C, Canada, or D, Ireland that we played our first festival? Wasn't Germany. Wasn't the United States. Was Canada. It was the Republic of Ireland, where we played Indie Week Ireland and had a great time, and then went over to the UK for the first time. That was our first real festival we played. And there's a little clip. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And we have another question actually coming up to do with how we funded our very first tour later on the quiz. So that was really fun, getting out of our home country, our home like little area. And that's when we started realizing that the world is a vast place and there are music fans everywhere. And as a band, it was really a turning point for us to realize that instead of just focusing locally, that sometimes you can find even better, in some cases, opportunities just going to another place where there's another music
So far,
scene.
so that we barely tour. We've never toured our home country properly.
Never.
We've played maybe 4 different countries or provinces here, but most of the time we're out of country.
True.
It's true. But we love our country. We'd love to tour it more, but we just get busy outside of it.
We do.
It's kind of really weird concept that we don't work too much here in our own country.
True.
Yeah.
So before this guy, MD, started Sumo Cyco, he fronted another band. What was that band called? And your answers could be In Us We Trust, B, The Underdog, C, Radio Ghost, or D, Dodger. In the quiz we did on Zoom, Matt actually kind of gave one of the answers away by laughing at one of these answers, which I told him when we started the quiz, don't give it away. And he had found some way to, like, you know, no poker face on this guy.
Poker face.
So I'll give you a few more seconds to log in your answer, write it down, or it didn't happen. And the correct answer is
That's a metal band. Like a hardcore band.
Dodger.
Post-hardcore.
In Us We Trust was actually the name of one of Matt's records with Dodger. And The Underdogs, I don't know, just randomly came up with that. And Radio Ghost is what our kind of
Our
indie
label.
record label is called, Radio
Yeah.
Ghost Music.
This is what we
So-
did our last 2 records under.
Yeah. Here's a little clip I didn't show the people.
Oh my god. One of us is flat. He doesn't even Vince. Vince, right? So much hair I have.
So that is pretty cute. That is Matt actually opening up for Britney Spears. If you guys know, I opened up for Britney Spears for her tour, and then the other opening act, Khalees, got sick and they needed to fill the spot. So Matt just was like, I'll do
Who
it.
gets this kind of luck?
I'll do it.
It's the craziest luck. Not many people can talk about this. This is still a good story. I don't care what, to the end of the earth. It's just it's a cool story. It doesn't matter if it was for
That was
me, for
that was on the
anybody.
Jumbotron. What you just saw was on the Jumbotron
Yeah, that's
in the arena.
yeah, that was very cool. It was very cool. We were lucky enough to be on the road with Britney Spears. It was maybe 15 or 20,000 people a night when she went on. Especially.
Yeah.
They were still filling in when we were going on.
Mhm.
But yes, Khalees got sick, and the tour manager of us, his name was Johnny McGallis.
Yeah.
He went to bat and said that I could play the opening slot because they had somebody sick and they needed to find somebody quick. And the rest of Sky's band knew how to play some of my songs, or at least some of it. And we sat on the bus for 2 hours before a gig. And then we went on in front of maybe 10,000 or something kind of people. That was pretty cool. And they did it for about 5 nights. So it was kind of interesting. It's still a cool story now to think that, especially at the time, I was just like, I was lucky to be on the road with Sky playing guitar and just being part of Capitol Records and the business. But my band, for that kind of thing, just randomly, no manager, nobody involved, just being able to just go, oh yeah, I didn't do a lot of touring in America. In fact, I don't think I ever toured. I never toured America with Dodger, except for I played 5 gigs over there with Britney Spears. So I played for, 40 or 50,000 people in 5 gigs, but I never actually did anything else with that band.
Yeah, it's
Over
crazy.
there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But Dodger's great. And if you are at all interested in hearing Matt's previous band, we have the CDs up for sale on our merch store at sumocyco.com/store. So you can buy some Dodger tunes if you're into that reggae rock vibe. All right. And on to the next one. So this is, to preface this, we have just completed round 1. So that was the general knowledge part of the quiz. We're going to round 2. This series of 10 questions has everything to do with Sumo Cyco songs and music. So here we go. I hope you got 10 on the last round. If not, keep hanging in there. There's some good questions in this one too. So fill in the blank. The world is on fire. Have you heard? And we're all blank.
This one's a good one.
And this one I actually gave away on the Zoom because I pressed the button too quick to reveal the answer, so people didn't have a chance to put in their answer. So we're giving you a good time to think about this, look at the potential answers. The world's on fire, have you heard? And we're all screwed. We're all burning up. We're all lost. Or we're all passengers. Passengers is correct.
Pretty crazy. Which that art was all our friend Francesca Ludcar that did all that cool, dope art that is.
Yeah, there's in the lyric
passing by.
videos that you can see.
Yeah, that
on YouTube.
That was all the record inside the record, and our friend Chris Young, who built some snare drums for us, put it onto one of our snare drums. It was really cool too.
That was really cool.
Really cool art.
Yeah. Next question. Which of these songs has Sumo Cyco not covered? The keyword is not covered.
You don't say it. You don't predominantly go not covered. Then the whole trick is that you put not in there. But by emphasizing it, just like I am now, they're gonna get it a lot easier.
It's not about tricking them. It's making sure they think about this and know the answers.
No, tricking people. That's what a quiz is about. It's tricking people, not helping them through it.
Is it A, Who Do You Want to Be by Oingo Boingo, B, Fire by Jimi Hendrix, C, One Kiss by Dua Lipa, or D, Can't Hold Us by Macklemore? Which song have we not covered, guys?
Hey, I have a bump right here. What is that? Is that an ingrown hair?
Probably. I don't know why you chose now to bring that up, but
right on my neck. Look at this.
You're gonna be okay.
What it is. It's freaking me out.
It is an ingrown hair. You're gonna be okay.
It's freaking me out.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Have you put in your answer? Is it A, Who Do You Want to Be? B, Fire, C, One Kiss, or D, Can't Hold Us? The correct answer is One Kiss by Dua Lipa. And
One kiss.
One kiss is all it takes to fall in love with me.
One kiss is all it takes, falling in love with me.
Not likely. Not likely.
So
not likely.
So we did do a Dua Lipa song called New Rules. We just didn't do One Kiss.
Lots more than just one kiss to fall in love with anybody.
Okay. Matt's skeptical. What are we building castles out of? What are we building castles out of, guys? This one, if you know our record Opus Mar, should be pretty easy, actually.
So.
Is it A, sand, B, emotions, C, bricks, or D, rubble? See, you laughed at a question again and gave it away.
Yeah, but how come when we did the quiz 2 hours ago, this was down there? Did you change this?
Because remember, okay, this is a little thing for anybody who paid attention to our Zoom quiz, is I had it where if you notice, for like the first 5 questions, the first answer was always A.
I noticed that.
And what I didn't do is I didn't turn on the shuffle the correct answer button.
Gotcha.
So then I was stalling while I was trying to go.
I was
trying to go back into the program to randomize the correct.
Change this because all the answers are gonna be on A the whole time. And I acted like I knew what you're doing. But I did it.
And Matt was so confused. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I gotta change this. And I couldn't tell everyone what I was trying to do because I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, by the way, the correct answers are A every time.
Yeah, I hope I don't have cancer. There's a bump here.
It's gonna be okay. It's an ingrown hair. You're gonna survive. Jeez. Okay. So what are we building castles out of? Is it A, sand, B, emotions, C, bricks, or D, rubble? Put it down. Which one is it? And if you guessed... the correct answer is
emotions.
Rubble. We're building castles out of the rubble. Take a listen.
But emotions would have been better. Thought of emotions. Wait, let's play again. Emotions.
Emotions. Yeah, those castles are made out of rubble, and hope you got that one right, guys. Okay. So for the next question, what song appears on live acoustic sessions that was originally used for an incentive to fund our first tour? It's kind of a wordy question here, but what song appears on live acoustic sessions that was originally used
as an incentive to... Where's the comma? There's no comma. This is a run-on
sentence, a run-on question?
Yeah. What song appears live sessions that was originally used as an incentive to fund for our first tour?
Sirens, Brave, We Ride, or D, Renegade. So basically what we had told our fans is if you donate to help us tour, we'll give you some cool shit, including this song. And the correct answer was, write it down, if you are looking at these lovely answers. And the correct answer was Sirens. And
In
here's
the
a little
night.
clip of the promo video we did to try to entice people to donate.
It's always when you just compare.
Yeah.
I hate comparing.
Matt's in mix mode right now for the third record, so
Oh
everything
my
is about
god,
mix right
I'm
now.
in turmoil, guys. Half the reason why
Don't let us start that
Don't get me
because Matt will
started
talk
the
forever
mix of the
about it.
record and how it's gonna sound.
Okay,
Just drive me nuts.
here we go. Name the song this lyric is from. I've been on your side, but it makes it hard when I can't see reasons why. I'll read it again. I've been on your side, but it makes it hard when I can't see reasons why. Why am I on your side? Why? Why? Okay? Is it rivalry, cry murder, like a killer, or go, go, go? Shall we turn on the music again? And the correct answer is go, go, go. Here is the part of the song, which is kind of tricky in the bridge where I sing that.
I love this. Oh my god, that animation is so cool.
That was a fun one, a fun song. I break that lyric up though, so it's harder to understand. But if you got that, you're pretty much.
Let's see our
super
dog
fan.
right now. Look at what our dog's doing. That's our dog.
Aw, isn't she cute?
She's just chilling.
She's just dreamland right now. Okay, on to the next one. Next question. Boom, boom. Okay. Let's Get Rowdy is one of Sumo Cyco's favorite slogans. What song is this phrase from? Is it A, Interceptor, B, Moon Mountain, C, Mercy, or D, Anti-Anthem? Write it down. Doesn't count if you're just thinking it.
I want to make a music video.
'Cause you could
I'm
change your
getting
thought.
sick of making music videos. Honestly. I'm
Okay.
getting frustrated by
It is from Interceptor. Here's a little clip here. You can see.
Area for the Terranauts, and we'll have fun.
Of course we will. Matt's going off on a tangent.
I'm going off script. Sorry.
Okay, this one was pretty funny, and I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but I love the word fire. And whenever I'm singing, like, trying to come up with a new song, I usually have the word fire as the chorus, and then I realize, shit, I can't have the word fire in every single one of my songs. So I try to take it out, but
It's much easier
it's
than my
ma-
word.
it's made it into a lot of songs. And what's your word, Matt?
Bonanza.
Oh, I don't think so. The word fire appears in many of Sumo Cyco songs. Which of these songs does it not appear in? Won't Put Me Out, Sleep Tight, Undefeated, or Fighter. Okay? And so if you think of the songs in your mind, go through the lyrics, what has fire in it and which song does not have fire in it? And I'm going to be honest with you, there's more than just 3 songs that have the word fire in Sumo Cyco's repertoire.
Every other song.
But I'll tell you what the correct answer is in 3, 2, 1. It's Sleep Tight, guys. And here's clips of all the fires of those other 3 songs. Nice. Okay.
Another question for you psychos. Okay. We will conspire to conquer it all. Are lyrics to which song? Brave 2, Undefeated, Love You Wrong, or Fighter. It took me a solid 45 seconds to guess that one.
I got it.
Good luck.
Matt's starting the audio. Jeez.
Sorry.
So think of the songs, kind of play them in your head, and see which one comes to mind. As
That one's easy.
we will conspire to conquer it. I know. Oscar said it took him 45 seconds to come up with it. Okay? Write it down, like I said, because you could change your answer if you're cheating out there, but I hope you are being honest with yourself. And the correct answer is, drum roll please. I said drum roll please. Love You Wrong is the correct answer, and I forgot that when we were on the Zoom call, this happened as well.
So anticlimactic.
Where I accidentally...
The answer is really Brave 2, I think, isn't it?
Well, that's what the computer says, but
That's what I mean.
it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's really Love You
Love
Wrong.
You Wrong is correct. If you guess D, Love You Wrong, you're correct. And I'll prove it to you. Here we go.
That looks good. That video looks good.
Yeah, I love it.
That one took a lot.
Other than our live acoustic sessions, what other recording features an acoustic guitar?
That's cool.
I
like
think
this
we got
question.
somebody on
A couple people on this one.
where they thought it was what it wasn't, you know?
Other than our live acoustic sessions, what other recording features an acoustic guitar?
Is it A?
Oh, just let's
We
do them a
ride.
second. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody take a drink.
Yeah, a nice big sip of alcohol.
I found one more beer in the fridge. It was hiding.
Ooh, aren't you lucky? Isn't
At
that
first
awesome
it was like,
when
don't
that happens?
drink me, don't drink me. And I was like, sorry, it's going down.
That's friggin' awesome when that happens. Okay. So the correct answer is dun 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 dun. Rally. Take a listen. This is yeah. So even though I felt like the other songs may have seemed like they could sound really good on acoustic guitar, Rally was one of those songs that's like really full out punk, and then we kind of
never played that track live.
Never have.
No,
Never
it's
have.
something we've never got to yet. It's hard when we're touring all the time, which not to like toot our horns, but being on the road as much as we've been on lately, it's really hard to like when you get home, be like, you've got a month off at best before you got to go back out on the road, to be like, hey, everybody get together so we can learn all the other songs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you need a little bit of time before you go back on the road. So then, you're touring so much that you're like, man, we really haven't. So it's like next time we go on tour, especially with this time when we put the band together, we should put some of those.
Learn some of the kind of
some of the obscure ones. Like we'll call it the obscure tour and do like every tune that we don't usually do live. We do.
I don't know if that's a good marketing ploy. People want to hear the hits, man. They want to hear
It'd be great if we wrote
singles.
a hit.
Yeah, we've never written a hit, just FYI. It's not like I feel like we have.
I don't really call them hits. I just call them like we're lucky that we have enough people that care about us, that hang out with us and enjoy our music. I don't really think about it hit-wise.
Okay.
If we had a hit, we wouldn't have to do this.
Stop.
Come on.
Okay. There's a monster in the closet and a blank with a temptress. What is blank?
What?
We did this question already, Matt. It's not like it's out of left
keep getting
field.
drunker as we keep doing
There's
this.
a monster in the
It's
closet
a great Sunday, man.
and a blank with a temptress. What is blank? This is from a song of ours. So is it A, temper, B, titan, C, torment, or D, tiger? Okay, if you're paying attention to the lyrics. And take a little moment to guess. Think about it. A lot of T words. Obviously,
Right.
I was using alliteration.
I remember
in this,
talking about this now.
in this part
I
of the
was a little out
song.
of it for a second, but I put it back together.
Okay, and the correct answer is
Tight.
tiger.
Tiger. I meant
Take
tiger.
a little listen. the temptress.
And we learned in the first quiz that it's not a literal tiger standing beside Sky opening a door. It is about fear and strength and all that kind of stuff.
He's trying to paraphrase what I was very serious about in my songwriting lyric about facing fears. You know, monster in the closet. Do you open? Do you lock it? Do you face your fear? Do you run away? Or with the tiger and a temptress, you got something that's kind of scary, a little frightening, something that's beautiful and alluring. And,
but not a literal tiger standing beside Sky while she opens a door.
I wasn't saying I'm the temptress. I'm saying if you are faced with a temptress and a tiger.
I'm just in case anybody else got that from the video, I should stop talking.
Will your weakness outrun your fear? Will your weakness for needing that love and attention outrun the fear you feel for the tiger? Or will you escape the situation completely? Anyway.
Carol Baskin. Baskin?
Carol Baskin. Killed her husband, stabbed him.
Killed the tiger.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen. TikTok. Okay. Anyway, next question. Oh, guys, we just finished section 2.
Oh.
Section 2. We're now on to the video phase.
This is the final phase.
Obviously, I'm not paying attention to how many questions we're going through.
This is an important phase. This is where it really comes together.
This is an important phase.
Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
I've been mixing all week, and I hated my life.
Oh, come on.
But no, the past 2 days have been good because I have done nothing to do with mixing.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out with Sky.
Yeah,
and there's
not
quizzes, and we've been drinking.
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the name of the character that Sever or I go head to head with in the Fighter music video? Is it a Terrabot, B, Animatron, C, the Silver Giant, or D, the Ugly Machine? Now, these questions are getting a little bit harder. This is where you have to pay attention to some details, and I was telling our friends on Zoom how much detail I love putting into the videos that I don't think goes noticed whatsoever. So I'm wondering if you get these questions, and I know you're noticing the details. So is it A, Terrabot, B, Animatron, C, Silver Giant, or D, the Ugly Machine? Give you a few more seconds to put in that final answer. And
the answer is Terrabot!
Let's see the Terrabot.
The Fighter, Cycle City's #1 sporting event. Tonight we got our reigning champ, Terrabot.
Yes! And obviously, it's actually become a TikTok thing now where people do like the Street Fighter, like choose your character.
Yeah, we started that way ago.
That was freaking...
We were doing that shit.
What, 2014 and 15?
Yeah, we were on top of that shit way ahead. Now people are doing all this shit that we've done. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Matt's feeling like he should be like the TikTok king and he's not.
No, I don't give a crap. I don't know if it's really doing any good for anybody.
All right. In the infamous ceiling fan video, who can be seen spinning a towel over their head at the beginning of the clip? Now, Matt had something to say in the Zoom about this question.
Oh, I thought that the question was a little too easy.
Uh-huh.
So what I was going to do is let's change the question to this. In the video, the camera pans from the person swinging the towel. And it pans up to you.
Yeah.
But in between the person swinging the towel and you is our 5th member of our band, technically.
And there's another person.
But the other person, nobody would even be able to can at all. But there's one extra person in the band, pretty much. Mm-hmm. The person does our graphic art sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm. So can you guess the name of that person? But the question that you can get the point for is who is swinging the towel over their head. And your options are Trozy, B, Francesca, C, Thor, or D, MD. And I always thought that this was kind of a funny thing that he did this right before I got smacked in the head. Oop, gave it away. It was a he. Shit.
Oh, what are you doing?
Thor is the correct answer.
I also gave away my secret question by saying she's our graphic artist.
Yeah, and
she's
she.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck, we fucked.
Anyway, here's the clip if you haven't seen it.
Hey, fuckers!
Oh,
nice slide.
Whoa.
Still makes me laugh. At least I didn't get hit. I mean, hurt. I did get hit.
How much did you get?
Oh, man, these whiskeys.
At least I didn't get hit. I'm pretty sure you just got clocked.
Hurt. I mean,
You were
I'm
hurt
not
pretty good.
permanently hurt.
You guys want to know the quick story? It's so it was crazy because I was holding the camera, and so technically, anyway, whatever. I'm holding camera. I'm filming Ken, and I just passed by Fran and Sarah, who was with us. Sarah did the makeup for the thing. I go up to Sky, and Sky leans over and gets whacked. And previous to that, maybe 3 to 4 hours before, when we got really close to filming, I mentioned, and we had talked through the house, everybody. I don't know if you don't remember this. I can see by your look that
I don't remember what you're about to say. You told me not to hit the ceiling fan?
Everybody, be careful about the ceiling fans because they're so easy to lean over and get your head hit. Let's turn them off. And you said, no, keep them on because it gets too hot in here. And I went, that's fine. If we're going to keep them on, we got to be extra careful about leaning over. We had this huge thing and everybody knew. And Sky literally a couple hours later came out and leaned over that thing and just whacked her head. And I went, whoa. And at first I was like, whoa, and stunned. And then I stopped recording. I should have recorded all the way upstairs, but I was at least caring person. But when I got up there, you weren't out cold. You were just laying on your back and you were fucking, all this blood was covered on one side of your face. And you were like, what's going on? You were just like, oh, something's not right with my head. Like you weren't out though. It was pretty impressive. You were, if you did black out, it wasn't while we were there.
Okay, next question.
And your nose, it caught your other.
Caught my nose
yeah, it caught
too.
your nose too.
In the Undefeated music video, what is the color of the skull Pteranot that Sever rescues? So this is
Severe rescues.
No, this is the Pteranot that I rescue from the chair that was tied up.
Which Pteranot does Severe rescue?
But what color was the skull? Was it A, yellow, B, red, C, blue, or D, black?
And Stephen Emmanuel got this wrong.
And the whole Zoom call was shocked.
Yeah, so many people were not impressed. Like, yo,
we love you, Steven, but come
on, man. No.
This one's not that hard. Okay. Okay, is it yellow, red, blue, or black? If you've seen the Undefeated music video, just picture in your mind what color is it. And the correct answer is blue. Let's take a little Genda at the
We didn't do this.
Yes. So that was from Undefeated, where I'm untying him, and that was actually we told everybody that was Thor. That was Kenny. That was the blue Pteranot.
But really, who was it?
What?
You said we told everybody. Like,
on Zoom call.
Ah.
Yeah. That was kind of awkward because Kenny's my friend and I was like licking his mask. It's all for the name of
It's a
filming.
good video. That was one of my favorite videos because we spend a lot of time making videos. We haven't done it for a while because we've been so busy, but we're going to get back into it. But there's like this concept of like a video coming together that takes a long curve, like, you know, like this
where you're planning it, you're getting people involved, you're
days,
scheduling
weeks,
it,
months,
costumes.
where it's like, yeah.
Whereas Undefeated, we literally were told you need a video if you're going to release this single.
We were gonna come to England, I think it was like, or Europe, whichever one it was. They were like, you got to have a video if we're gonna put a single out before you come. And Scott and I were like, we had 4 days
to literally film and edit.
We need a video in 4 days if we're gonna make this whole tour work. So Sky and I put our heads together of like, how can we come up with a video idea that can run? And it's like, it was all like long fluid shots. What's the story concept? The fun concept. We came up with this great little idea. We scouted out for 1 day, and the next week we shot it.
What was crazy was it was actually when we scouted that location a few days before, it was like barren.
Yeah.
It was like totally barren.
And
There's no snow. And then the day we filmed,
which worked out better because it looked cooler.
It looked cooler, but the day that we filmed was a blizzard, and I was so worried that so many people couldn't show up. And actually,
stuck in the snow.
Trozzy does sometimes the snow removal, and he had to cancel because he got called in to do snow removal.
We had another drummer
and we had to get another drummer in. And so there was like this like panic.
But regardless,
the
whole thing came down to like 2 days of real hard work. And
The
by
editing
the time
was
we
easy.
were finished the filming of the second day, because it was just one full day of scouting and it was one full day of shooting, just full days though. And when we finished that second day and we got our bus cut out of the snow and everybody, because Ken even got his car stuck in snow. There was a bunch of people got stuck in snow. We got them all out. We got home and we edited the video in an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, which is
it was about
is
7 to 11
uncommon.
shots, similar to Brave, where it was just.
But
and
that's
it-
the thing
wow.
is, I don't know if you guys notice this. Those of you that do videos out there probably will know. But when you do things in long shots where it's supposed to be taken like in one big take, if you notice from like the beginning of the video when I wake up all the way till we do the shot where I'm with the band, it's all one whole chunk.
Right.
So all you have to do is if you have 3 or 4 takes, you just pick which one's the best, and you've literally
Go with it.
accomplished like, you know,
A
the
lot
first
of your
quarter
video.
of the song.
It's really the choreography going on in that, which we had trained. And even though it wasn't like the most complicated, you know, even having the dancers with us,
the camera movements,
it took some time, but we spent like, you know, even before the dancers were there, we spent a day together just working the camera on how it was going to go through, you
Right.
and me. And then the dancers came in and it came together really good.
Yeah.
You know, and any shot that I wasn't in, I was filming, and any shot that I was in, I got Fran to take care of it for us.
Yeah. So anyway, long story about Undefeated, but that was a fun
But
video.
we're pretty proud of that one. That
Yeah.
one's a killer video.
So in what music video did a Psycho fly in from Germany to be a part of it? Interesting. So this is the name of the song that we need. Was it Undefeated, Run with the Giants, Love You Wrong, or Free Yourself? And this Psycho from Germany actually joined us on our Zoom call.
This psycho hasn't just joined us from Germany for just the video. This guy's shown up at some random places. Like, he's flown into Canada without telling us and just shown up at shows. He's flown into America. He's flown into England. Just random places where we're literally going on stage. One friggin' time, he
Showed
walked
up on
on. Yeah,
stage.
he came to a show where we were playing. Was it Germany somewhere?
Yeah.
It was Germany somewhere.
At an
We were
airplane
At an
hangar.
airplane hangar that had been turned into a venue. Very cool. And it was literally the backstage doors were to the parking lot. He came in through that door. Somehow he got through the door and walked right on stage with Marcus, the two of them,
Yeah.
his buddy, and walked right on stage while we were just starting our first song. So it was kind of funny because we were like, hey. So yeah, anyways, long
We're
story
like
short.
performing and we're like, hey, Laura.
He's
what's
not
going
just been
on?
in videos. He's been everywhere.
Anyway, you have to figure out what song the video was for that he was in. Was it Undefeated, Run with the Giants, Love You Wrong, or Free Yourself? We just went through the Undefeated video. There's a few people in that. Run with the Giants. There's a few characters in that one. Love You Wrong or Free Yourself. So think of those videos. If you've seen any behind the scenes footage, you would know this. And the answer is Free Yourself. Here's a little clip of Lars in all of his glory. And that was the first time that Lars had ever dressed up, acted, and been in a music video. So props to Lars. Killing it. Okay, next question on the quiz. How many music videos does the Ugly appear in? This is a tough question. We have a character called the Ugly, a song also called the Ugly, and it was the first video in our Lost in Psycho City series that we kind of had a bit of a continuation. So every single video ended, and then the next one took place where the last one left off. And this character, the Ugly, is kind of a recurring character in that. So gotta think back to all those videos. Where did you see him? Where did you see that character? And multiple choice questions. So worst comes to worst, take a guess. Is it A6, B5, C4, or D3 videos? Doon 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 do 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 do. And the correct answer is 4. Let's take a gander at all the videos the Ugly appears in. Boom. The Ugly official music video, of course, debut. And different people have played him as well. Yeah. Brave 2. control. All right.
Wait, okay, let me think for a second. So in crowd control, who played it in that?
My brother.
Your brother played the ugly.
Yeah.
So your brother played the ugly in crowd control. Luke played the ugly in
In the original.
In the Ugly.
In the ugly. And Andy did the other two.
In
Brave
Fighter.
and
Who
Fighter.
was in Andy was in Fighter?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Good sports. In the anti-anthem... Oh, wait. Shit.
What?
Oh, we are in the third category. I just started the third category about music videos.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought we already we're all excited about it. We talked about it already.
Okay. I'm just blanking.
Yeah, you're blanking.
In the
we're way
anti-anthem-
into this. I sat back and was like, this is the major one.
Oh,
and you were
yeah.
like, blah, blah, blah. That was like
Okay.
10 minutes ago.
In the anti-anthem music video, what is the name of the train station? This one I find is a kind of a hard one I put in
I want
here.
to order food. I'm hungry.
Just get through this
Sorry.
quiz. Jeez. Okay. What is the name of the train station in Anti-Anthem? And I was explaining that I not only put it as at the beginning of the video where you see the name of the train station, but it was also on the tickets I gave out when I was promoting our new record called Opus Mar, which is about a train, in case you guys
Creative
don't know.
question.
I put it, the train was a ticket from this city to Psycho City. And so,
It's a creative question.
creative question, here we go. Was it A, Cruelville, B, Terranot Town, C, Grow Up Fields, or D, Splinter Forest? What was the name of that train station? Do, Okay, and boom. The answer is Cruelville. Let's take a look at the little sign.
Right there.
Yeah, and on there,
Oh, I'm pointing at it.
Barely
They can't
see
us. They can't see us point at it anyways.
Yeah,
It was,
but-
like, right there.
it was also, I also did like this Facebook Live where I pretended that I was like a ticket operator. And then I was like telling everyone and like the anticipation of the song coming out, like that we were taking people that had tickets to go from Cruelville to Psycho City. Anyway, I'm a geek, but that's why I thought maybe a couple of you obscure people would know that obscure question. Okay. Next. In the Fuel My Fire music video, what does Sever get face slapped with? A broom, dirty underwear, bacon, or money?
Man, I wish it was dirty underwear. That'd be funnier, actually.
I don't know. It was pretty funny. All these things do appear in the music video. It's just which one do I get
You know,
face
you
slapped
were really
with?
proud about that because it was your idea. You were like,
I thought it was
"Slap me in
hilarious.
the face with the bacon. And
Hey,
I
you give it away!
was like, the answer was bacon!
The answer was bacon. Take a look at the face slap. Oh, man.
That's great.
Anyway.
You were so like, just slap me. Just hit me in the face with it.
I don't know. Ideas sometimes when I'm filming are not planned.
I just remember that
spontaneous.
night the dog wanted to lick your face so bad.
What? Is that a joke? That didn't happen.
I remember the dog being all over you.
Come on, were you trying to
Just
lick my
licking your
face with
face.
raw bacon? It's kind
No,
of gross.
because you had raw bacon all over your face.
Ugh. In the music video for Limp, what tool does not appear to be used by the nurse? Okay, and I sing these lyrics that kind of describe.
Don't give it away.
No, listen. The lyrics that I sing while this is happening describe the what these tools do. So, was it a knife, pliers, power drill, or hammer that does not appear to be used by the nurse in the Limp video? Now, if you know how I'd like to take, let's stick it in your leg. I'd nails into your skin.
Dude, what are you doing? This is not how you do a quiz. You just ask them the question. You don't sing the parts. You're giving away the answer. You're making it easier than
The
it is.
answer is
You spent all this-
pliers.
You spent all this time
I don't-
creating this.
I don't talk about pliers, or you don't see pliers in Limp. Here we go. Yes, that was a tough one. During the intro of the video for Love You Wrong, what phrase is not heard over the radio? This is our buddy Scott Penfold. He's a radio DJ. So that's why he has an amazing radio voice. And
What did he not say?
Yeah, what did he not say? He says 3 of these things.
This is a good question. This is a good one.
Right.
You have to be a pretty serious diehard for us.
State of emergency, public safety risk, escaped convicts, or increased gang activity.
Yeah.
This is a blank, 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 blank. That's what he says, but he does not say one of these things. Okay? Take a little gander, take a little guess. If you don't know, think about what you may have perceived that was going on in the video. What was going on? Okay? And the correct answer is escaped convicts. So escaped convicts I actually mentioned in the newscast in Interceptor because the clowns ran away from a circus in Interceptor.
What? Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm drunk and the dog is laying behind me making me laugh. I'm just paying attention. I'm just not into it. What
Here's
happened?
the clip.
Something about Corona?
State of emergency. Increased gang activity. Public safety risk.
You're a games master. We should have a TV show. You should be a quiz master. I can tell you just love it.
I love games, guys. I love games.
Sky loves games. So like two days ago,
we played.
No, not 2 days ago. Wait a second.
We played Winopoly, which is Monopoly with wine.
Yeah, I don't like games. I'm just not that like I do like games. I guess when I get caught up in them, if I let myself go. But most of the time, I don't even want to bother getting myself involved because I know it takes time. So cool. But yes, we played Winopoly. That was funny. But that's not actually where I was going with this. It was your birthday like a week ago, and we went down, and because of isolation, we didn't know what to do with ourselves, and we went and we stayed.
So my family's house and I did a puzzle for 3 days
We
straight.
did a puzzle. We pulled out a puzzle that I thought, oh, Sky was like, oh, there's a puzzle, and I thought it was going to be like, yeah, you know what? I even told myself, relax, Matt. Stop thinking about the record and our life and our videos
Time
and how
to
our
take
future.
time for my girl
It's all
on her
about
birthday.
Sky. We gotta have birthday, enjoy ourselves. So we're gonna make this puzzle, and I cannot get into puzzle making. I just don't get it. So I tried a couple times, and I was like, I'll put on Netflix while she makes the puzzle. I'm with her, and I thought, I'm gonna lay on the couch for the whole night, which was like what I thought a good 8 hours.
The puzzle took longer than anticipated.
3 days.
Okay?
I laid on that couch for 3 days watching Netflix, watching her make this puzzle. Anyways, long story short, sorry.
This is the last question for the video section, and then we're going to add one more bonus question just for good measure if you want to catch up to the rest of those cycles.
You know what
out
the
there.
funny kicker is? Sky was missing 2 pieces.
There's 2 pieces missing in the damn
1,000 pieces in a puzzle. She spent 8 to 10 hours a day working for 2.5 days, and there was 2 pieces missing. And she thought I took them. She was blaming me, thinking I was.
I thought he was trying to play a joke on me, like, "Oh, you spent all this time on the puzzle, and you're missing 2 pieces." But
and I didn't, so there was no resolve. She was bummed after 2.5 days. Instead of her being like so stoked, she was.
I'm still bummed.
She was.
It's not complete.
It was an unfinished.
Okay, what is the name of the company the workers are working for in the Sleep Tight music video? It's a friggin' tough question. I mentioned this company like 3 times in the videos. It's on the billboard at the beginning. It's on the name tags of each of the characters, and it's on the back of the computers. So we show shots of that in the music video. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a tough question. This is one of the toughest ones of the quiz.
Okay, go.
So, is it A, Psycho City Logistics?
I know.
A to Z Printing.
I just had to see it.
C, Terranet Inc. Or D, Sumo
This is where the
Co.
A, B, C, like this, choose your, what do you call this?
Multiple choice.
Where multiple choice
Kind of helps out.
kind of screws the question. Because I think that if you're a diehard, because if you're a diehard, you're already in. If you don't even know the band enough, you're not in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you just know us, you're just like, whatever. Unless you, like, we have lots of friends that aren't on this thing because they don't actually follow the band. They're just friends of ours.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas people that actually are into the band, they're in. So I don't know if the choose your, the multiple choice gives away that answer
It
a little
does.
bit easier.
I actually started writing this quiz as if it didn't have multiple choice and you just had to know the answers. But then I realized if I want to do this visual quiz, it kind of presented me with the only real option is to do multiple choice. And B, I thought, I don't know, it might be a little hard if I don't even have like an option for people to think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at least they can
If somebody
choose
doesn't
between
have
something.
any kind of option, that just you and I have been in quizzes that we have no clue what the answer is, and we don't even have an option, so we're just randomly picking out of the air. So I get that.
Gives you a chance to at least guess,
Yeah,
right?
all
To
right.
go, oh, that jogs my memory.
Fair.
Okay, so
story
anyway,
short,
what is it?
B.
It's A.
It's
Yeah.
not B.
No.
A to Z Printing.
No, look, that was the slogan of the company.
Ah!
But that was
what
the
a trick
actual
question!
company.
That was badass, guy.
Cyco City Logistics. It actually doesn't say A to Z Printing at the beginning. It says Cyco City Logistics is the name of the company. It says something we
But
get
A to
your
Z
products
Printing
to
is somewhere.
from A to Z.
Yeah, something like that. That was a good question. So at the quiz 2 hours ago when we forgot to put it on YouTube, did we?
Some people got it. There's
no, but
people
did I?
with perfect
How did I
scores.
miss that? I missed that whole question.
I don't know.
So
Like, it's
I was
crazy to
away
me
somewhere.
that these are the details I put into the videos that even the co-founder of the band does not even realize.
That's
like,
cool.
That's the thought. Like, I go
Yeah,
so
but you're
deep,
a big
guys.
geek. That's just the truth. Like, I'm a geek.
I
but
go
you're-
really deep.
I believe in being a geek, but
I'm a geek.
sometimes I'm like,
a
Jesus,
self-professed geek.
major geek.
Okay, so this is the bonus question. If you get this is you've been with us a long friggin' time, so you deserve it.
The whole 10
What
years.
is the name of the first Sumo Cyco song released ever? Ever, guys. I'm a Psycho, Limp, Mercy, or Loose Cannon. And unlike what we have done ever since the song, is we always release a music video the same time or around the same time as we release the song. But this one, we kind of released the song, a music video of another song, and then the music video for the original song that we released. So which song came out first?
You said song so many times in the past minute.
I'm exhausting you. Okay, and the correct answer is Limp. And Mercy would have been like the kind of like obvious trick that we would have caught you in. I'm a Psycho is a song Matt and I wrote that never got released.
And Loose Cannon was a demo we released. That literally was not
Matt doesn't like to think it was professionally released.
compared to
Loose
the
Cannon.
rest. We didn't get anybody mixing that. We just put that together, burned it in a house, put it together with a video where we like went into that pit with the weird dead animals and stuff. That was rough.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
but that song's still cool, man. Some people that song helped us. That song was the song that helped us win. That went to Ireland when we went to
Indeed,
Ireland
yeah.
for touring. Loose Cannon was actually the song that the judges asked us for a radio thing after
Yeah.
we won.
Anyway, here's a little clip of the
But then they
Limp.
heard the recording and were like,
That was the free download video that we posted as soon as that came out. So that is the quiz, guys. And we made it through our second time through in this day.
this has been a long day.
It has
of
been a long
quizzing,
day.
asking people the same questions.
I want you to post below what your score was. I want you to post what question you thought was the hardest. And
I want you to post what you think I'm going to eat after this quiz is over.
apparently Matt's really hungry. Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys. If you were watching this and you've stayed around for the whole quiz and you've scored yourself, bravo. Because I don't even know if I have the
Thanks
patience
for watching
that.
us. This is what people are seeing. Like
Yeah.
our heads are cut off right here.
Yeah.
Right at the top there.
Well, you can see I'm trying to do a screen record and I'm
We should have
recording
been
a portion
squeezing
of
like
the...
this. Yeah, look at all your heads in there now.
Okay. Matt needs some food. Obviously, he needs to soak up the alcohol a little bit. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thank you guys so much for joining us for our...
You can always tell
Psycho
it's going
City
well because my
quiz.
left eye always closes a little more than my right eye.
And I think we're going to try to do Zoom again maybe next time, but with a little bit more of like a Q&A social kind of vibe, because during the quiz took up a lot of our time that we didn't get to like chat with everybody as much. But if you have any suggestions for
It was
what
a
we
disaster.
should
It was
do,
a disaster.
Don't say that.
No,
you
it
were
was
the
a
one
good-
trying
it
to
was-
tell me
It
that
was
it was
a
good. Okay.
genius, brilliant disaster. We had so much fun, but it's like I never realized just how hard it would be to try and hear
It's complicated.
40 plus people or more try to talk at the same time. God forbid if we actually did it with the amount of people that we actually can usually get, we were capped at a certain number.
Yeah, I didn't realize I need to keep letting people in that were late to join, and
but it was still fun. I just mean it's
complicated.
a disaster because if anybody's going to join us next time, which we'll still do, you just got to be realizing that it won't always work out for you. If you ask us something, we'll be talking over each other.
That's why next time you figure it out where you can like unmute one person, get them to answer the question, have a conversation, and then mute them and then go to the next
Sometimes
person.
I wonder how I can unmute you. Or I mean mute you.
Damn it. That joke sucks. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for paying attention. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. And Sumo Cyco is signing out.
Bye.